Hello everyone, I have great information again that you can use. This is kind of mind-boggling, I think, the information I'd like to share with you today. It's about EMFs. So those are electrical magnetic frequencies. So there are radiations in our air, in our environment that we can't see, but that have a negative effect on our cell health. So every cell in our body, whether it be our brain or heart or lung, doesn't matter, they're all affected. We are surrounded by electrical fields all the time in this day and age. And so it's not just cell phones, although cell phones are on us, we talk on them. Almost everybody has a cell phone now. So that is huge, but it's not just that. It's everything from 5Gs, 3Gs, that cellular network that's constantly radiating through us. It's Wi-Fi. Every building has Wi-Fi. There's Wi-Fi everywhere, and we have it in our house. And it's all the electrical appliances, and it's the microwaves, and it's all those things. And so that's the big question, right? We can't see it, but we know it's real. And does it affect us? We all, I think, are suspicious that it does in a negative way, but exactly to what extent is the question. And so this study that I've got right here is, I think, a pretty cool study, and it's not a new one. It's kind of an old one, but it talks about the non-thermal effects of EMF upon the mammalian brain. And so and this was back in like 2007, so we're going pretty far back. But even back then, the thought was that, or what the findings were, is that even non-thermal, meaning low frequency that does not create heat, is enough to create damage. And what they have found is that they were able to measure leakage in the blood-brain barrier where increases in albumin, which is a protein in your blood, in your plasma. And when you see an increase in albumin, it's suggesting that the blood-brain barrier is leaking or is compromised. So what they're finding is that non-thermal radiation can actually increase make the blood-brain barrier more porous, if you will. And so exactly how much exposure is required? That's the question, right? What does it take to create a leaking blood-brain barrier that can lead to more toxins coming through into your brain and potentially other harmful effects to the neurons in your brain, the glial cells in your brain? And what they found is that 2 hours is enough, just 2 hours of exposure. And I'll tell you exactly how significant that is, but just 2 hours is enough to create damage to the neurons in your brain. And what they're seeing is that in 2 hours of exposure, you can look at 28 to 50 days after the exposure and still find associated problems. That's significant. Now, we live around these kinds of waves, right? They're around us all the time, not just 2 hours, it's constant. I mean, we have our cell phones on us, and this is before 5G was even into place. So just imagine now it's kind of like having that hardwired Ethernet through the air into our phone, onto our head, onto our brain. And so it's huge, it's massive. The reason why I decided to talk about this today is because I recently had, I have a story to share. It's a patient who had high blood pressure. And what we found is that when he removed his router from his bedroom, immediately we saw a 30+ point drop in blood pressure. Now, if it can do that to blood pressure by affecting your brain, by affecting your organs, what is it doing to you, right? Maybe your blood pressure is normal, but what do you think the effects are on you? For many, many years, I've been suspicious of this, and what I've chose to do in my life is to use pulse electromagnetic frequency. So you've probably have seen that in our office we have PEMF mats and equipment that pulsate magnetic energy in your body because it helps to recharge you and also give you a protection from the effects of these negative waves. But even before we had it here in the office, I had one at home, just a low intensity one, for a very long time. And that's what I would encourage you to do, is that periodically as you get on one of those mats, whether you have one at home or you do it here in our office, just to help recharge your body and optimize better health and function, promote healing, and protect you from these negative waves. I hope you found this helpful and look forward to seeing you soon. Reach out if you have any questions. If there's anything we can do to help you, that's what we're here for. Have a great day.